and DS.
Nerdy dude stuff. Hello everybody and welcome to another edition of 10-Minute Trainer in Final Fantasy 15, brought to you by Nerdy Dude Stuff. I am Nerdy Dude Stuff O'Prius. You can follow us on Twitter at Nerdy Dude Stuff, or you can follow me at O'Prius. Today we're going to be doing a very special 10-minute trainer. We'll be doing two 5-minute tutorials that you can then take with you to farm AP. Now the first method I'll be going through will be an autopilot, automatic AP farming method. This means you can put your controller down and you can walk away from the TV for as ever long as you need. You have to go to work, have to go to school. This will be a great way to generate AP while you're away from the game. The first thing you want to do obviously is you'll want to hop in the Regalia at Hammerhead. This is a great place to start. And you'll want to go to the back of the map towards Insomnia. I'm not going to go quite as far, but you get the idea. Now the trick with this method is you will need to put a piece of paper under the right trigger to cause your Regalia to drive without you controlling it. And basically, the characters will drive in a continuous loop. They will never stop, and you will be able to earn AP. Something that you will absolutely need for this is the skill in exploration that will give you AP for long distance driving. Obviously, you won't be able to get any AP if you do not have that skill. It's quick and easy. So what you're going to see here is I have sped up the game to 2.5 times speed. So you will see me drive around for 5 minutes, when in actuality I drove around for 10 minutes, and you will see how much AP has been netted. As you saw there, I've already netted 1 AP, and that was right at the start of the journey, which wasn't too bad. Some things that I will definitely recommend if you're going to go with this method is to make sure that you put the game on, you start the loop, and you kind of pay attention to the screen the first time you do this, because Prompto will stop you to ask to take pictures at specific locations, and you'll see at the end of this video that's what he does for me. But once you have those locations cleared out, you can leave this on infinite over and over and over again. A couple minutes into this, about 4 minutes in, we're already at 2 AP. My editing skills aren't that great, so you're just going to be seeing little tiny captions at the bottom of the AP, and that's how I kind of kept track. I'm not great at video editing. I'm practicing as much as I possibly can, but it is what it is. I still wanted to get the video out and show you. So you see here, there's really nothing you have to worry about, even if it goes in nighttime mode, and as long as you have the Regalia headlights. If you do Cindy's quests, you'll be able to keep the daemon at bay and continue to drive over and over and over again. Coming up here in just a second, you'll see we're going to be hitting our 3rd AP. So it looks like at about every 2 minutes or so, you're netting yourself an AP. Maybe a little faster than that, which isn't too bad. I wouldn't recommend really sitting and watching your TV for this long. I'd say, set it up, put your controller down nicely, make sure that when your controller is resting, the vehicle is still driving. Because when I was setting this up, the paper fell out a couple of times because I didn't place it in the controller just right, or whatever tactics you use to hold down the right trigger, just to make sure the Regalia is constantly driving. Coming up here, that's our 4th AP. That was maybe about 45 seconds in, so you want to multiply that by 2 because it is in ×2 speed right now. So about 1.5 minutes per AP, which isn't that bad. So if you want to do the math, you have an 8-hour work shift, you dedicate 10 hours to this, you're getting, I think at the end of this video I netted 7 AP in 10 minutes. So if you take 7 for 10 minutes, multiply that by 6, you're looking at like 42 AP per hour. So it's not bad. I mean, that's what, 42 AP after 8 hours, you're looking at like 42 times 8 would be about 320, about 336 AP. There's our 5th AP, so making pretty good time here. It's not too bad. Again, like I said, you want to make sure you drive this loop a couple of times, or maybe the first time you do this, you watch your characters drive the loop just to make sure that you don't have any prompto interventions that he wants to take a picture at a specific location, because the auto timer will run down and Noctis will acknowledge that he's going to take a picture for prompto, and the boys will exit the vehicle. That's our 6th AP. You will see that at the end of the video because I did not complete the loop. Another couple of obstacles that really were driving me a little bonkers when I was watching this. Sometimes you get the idiot traffic drivers. You see the vehicle stop a couple of times, but if you're away from the screen, it doesn't matter because the guys just keep driving and driving and driving. So you're going to net yourself some AP, especially if you don't want to do the legwork. You just set this up and go. It's not bad. Definitely, if you work, go to school, you don't have the game time that you want to play, you have a significant other or chores or. All right, so here we go. Prompto wants to take a picture. Now, being that I am technically away from the controller, I was not able to respond to tell him not now. So what happens is I get the automatic sure. The guys take a U-turn because they want to go back to that outpost, and they drive back to the outpost. Luckily, we net ourselves our 7th AP. But then we get up to the outpost and they pull out and they stop. So if that happens in your first 10 minutes and you're away for 8 hours, then you only get yourself 7 AP. But that's the autopilot method. I only prefer, like I said, if I'm away or I'm not able to play or I want to put the controller down for a bit. But up next, I'm going to show you another method that is up to you and yourself farming, and it's pretty quick.
Now it's picture time.
Yep.
The next method we're going to show for AP is going to be one that you actually have to do AP manual farming yourself. So, what you're going to want to start is over here in your hammerhead, in this area in the 3 valleys. You'll see a mining point, a farming gathering point, and some rocks on the left side of the yellow road up past the split. It's very crucial. It's where you're going to want to go. We're going to cut there here in a second.
Thanks for the ride.
So getting into it, you're going to go over to this area where you see the spine, ribcage, monster bones, and you want to make sure, very crucial, you have the Shield of the Just. This is what you need here. You can see our starting total for this is 102 AP, and then we will take a look at our total after the 10-minute break. Again, you want to make sure you have the Shield of the Just equipped. You want to make sure you have the Beast Whistle. At the point where you're farming AP, you're going to have that anyway. But I believe you can get it as early as like Chapter 3, and same with the Shield of the Just. So all you're going to want to do is you want to go in this area. You're going to see these level 2 beasts. You want to strike in there, hit the middle one. That way the Shield of the Just does the area of effect attack, and it kills the ones that are nearby. You jump in there. You summon them with your Beast Whistle, rinse and repeat. Sometimes they spawn in a group of 2, a group of 4, a group of 3. I believe I had a group of 5 at one point, but I'm not entirely sure. And then you just want to spam this the entire time. I'm going to take a little side trip and grab that for some reason. But yeah, so Beast Whistle, slam in there, jump out. Beast Whistle, slam in there, make sure they're all dead. Yep, jump out. The screen sometimes doesn't register the AP that you're showing. Like even if you kill 2 or 3, it might just show 1 AP. But you're still netting it. You see there, I just nailed 4 of them. I got 4 AP. This is a much quicker method than the auto drive. But again, this is the manual version of farming AP. This is the most successful spot that I've found. I'm not sure if there's anything else out there. I like to go for efficiency. And this is the best spot that I found. I don't really use this as a gill farming spot, even though they're dropping little pieces for me that I can sell. But if you saw in my previous video, 10-minute trainer, the first one actually, you saw that was the best place where I was farming 35 AP in 10 minutes and netting, I don't know, like 50,000 gil every 10 minutes. So that's where I went for money. So this area is just pretty much specifically for AP. Also, another problem with this area is when you jump in there, you jump out. Sometimes when you warp strike, one of the guys are going to complain. They're going to tell Nock to watch it, and he's going to be like, "It didn't mean to do that." And you just, maybe put on some tunes, mute the TV, and you could do this for a couple of hours. It's a great farming method. It's easy. It's just really tedious. It's just, if you're a grinder, this is your grind, and this is how you're going to get yourself to get those limit breaks, get that 999 AP for each character, max out the Ascension skill trees, and this is really the best way to go, and it doesn't take anything. If you're faster than I am and you find yourself running into MP problems, that rock right there on the right is a warp point. So you can just like jump in there. You can warp to the rock to get your MP back. It goes pretty quick. This is just the best method for this. I would do this all day. Unfortunately, I'm not huge on completing. I've already platinum Final Fantasy 15. I wish there was a little bit more into the end game for trophies. I'm hoping with the DLC that something comes out that gives me more end game trophy farming. But once I beat the Adamantoys and maxed out everyone's survival skill trees and collected all the Armager weapon, it just I couldn't find myself to keep playing the game. So I haven't gotten all of their limit breaks. I do like to jump back into it for a couple minutes here and there just to maybe run a dungeon or just to enjoy the story or the final boss fight once again. Maybe cry my eyes out a little bit. But yeah, it wasn't my thing after I already got the platinum. But this is definitely a great way to AP farm. My Chocobo's a little close there. I'm glad he doesn't jump in here and give me any of the dancing buffs. But I didn't really have any of those problems doing this farming method. Some of the other farming methods I've done, my Chocobo would jump in there. I thought he was going to jump in there at that spot, but he didn't, so I just kept going with it. But it's pretty simple. Guys really don't do anything. They stand around, watch you beat on enemies. Yeah, that's really about it. So what I actually did for this is I did set myself a 10-minute timer, and I timed myself doing this for 10 full minutes, and then of course this portion of the video as well is in time 2 speed, so you're really just going to watch me bash into some beasts for 5 minutes in times 2. But the awards for AP at the end of it are actually really ridiculous. I believe, if my memory serves correctly, I got about 151-ish AP for 10 minutes. So if you're netting 151 in 10 minutes, it's what, like $7.50 in an hour or so? So it's pretty good. Especially if you got the day off, you got nothing better to do. Just hanging out, looking to get some AP. You'll get up there pretty quick. Again, just Beast Whistle, bash in there. Beast Whistle, bash in there. That's about it. Easiest AP farming you'll find. So, alright, looks like we're wrapping up on our 10 minutes here. If you see that, we finished at 253 or 257. I don't know, I couldn't really see on my editing screen. But it's 151-ish AP in 10 minutes. So, yeah, you can't complain there. But once again, thank you very much for watching. This is Nerdy Dude Stuff O'Prius. You can follow us on Twitter, and have a great day.